In Malaysia, the non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension and high cholesterol accounted for more than 8.1% of the total population and is the leading cause of death in 2019. People with NCDs usually have poor exercise capacity that in turn lead to high comorbidities, poor quality of life and premature mortality. Thus, assessing exercise capacity is one of the most important outcomes in physical rehab. Exercise capacity, which is the ability to perform physical activity and activities of daily living for a sustained period, is commonly assessed via the 6-minute walk test and the 2-minute walk test. Our team developed a mobile apps to facilitate clinicians, researchers, lecturers as well as students to interpret the outcome in the 6-minute walk distance and the 2-minute walk distance within a few clicks. Interpretations of the outcomes from these two tests requires reference values from local population. To date, regression equations to estimate the 6-minute walk distance and the 2-minute walk distance from Malaysian sample have been available. However, both equations have never reached the end user, which is a clinician, researcher, lecturer and physiotherapy students. So this can be explained by the fact that method to interpret the outcome is not readily available, it's in the paper. Or the mathematical equations are complicated to some individuals. So phase 1, which has been completed, we developed the equations to estimate the 6-minute walk distance and the 2-minute walk distance in our local sample. In phase 2, we developed mobile apps that can facilitate users to interpret the 6-minute walk distance and the 2-minute walk distance within a few clicks. First step, we establish expert team member, and this team member includes physiotherapists, system analysts and full stack developer. The second step is the software development, and the third step is testing the prototype, and the last part is commercialization. For originality and novelty, given that we need a population-specific equation to interpret the test outcomes, the apps use equations produced from our local sample. Secondly, this app is the first physiotherapy mobile calculator available online in Play Store. These apps empowers digitalizations among healthcare providers. In terms of cost, this app is considered cheap as it does not require specialized training. Next, the most important fact about this app is it provides immediate result and therapists can easily interpret and share the findings with patients, so it's practical. Furthermore, this app comes with a large memory storage. It can keep large data capacity and it will help therapists to easily retrieve their patients' data. 7. This app can be useful for both teaching and learning. Physiotherapy lecturers can use the apps to estimate the test outcomes so that the students can make sense of the test without testing it on real patients. And finally, with all these features mentioned, this app is therefore able to be used by both patients and non-patient population. There are 3 major applicability of this innovation, namely rehabilitation, teaching and learning and research. In rehabilitation, the apps can be used for estimating the 6-minute walk distance and the 2-minute walk distance. For teaching and learning, PTcalc can be applied for various health and medicine domains. And lastly, for research, these apps can be used as tools that are objective with evidence of strong psychometric properties. As of 20th September 2020, within only 2 weeks after the apps was launched, there are more than 100 users have registered and used the app.
Aplikasi ini banyak membantu saya dalam tugasan sebagai seorang fisioterapis, terutamanya dalam kerja-kerja pengiraan data ujian pesakit.
So this app is a great of help for me because I can get immediate results and tell it straight to the patients, and also I don't even need my calculator because this app does it for me.
Both of the equations included in the apps have been published in high-impact journals. Respirology is a flagship journal of respiratory medicine with impact factor of 4.48 in 2019. The apps is also registered under the intellectual property of UiTM. To the clinician, these apps will benefit physiotherapists by making them able to explain to their patients. To educators and students, these apps will facilitate teaching and learning by enabling both, making a complete sense of the expected results when tested to a person without disease. To patients, understanding their performance during the test will increase their satisfaction after working hard completing the test. For future directions of this app, we plan to add in more formula or equations derived from our sample to estimate more physiotherapy outcome measures, such as the time up and go test and even quality of life.